So just a quick recap here. This is a Johnson 25, 1999, on a Misty Harbor side console. Great little boat. We've had it for 10 years now. I've never taken the carbs off until today, because I always thought it was going to be like a big rebuild process, but it's actually super simple. You basically just clip the fuel line zip tie here, and then it's just 2 bolts and they come off one by one. Yeah, and then there's the throttle link that goes in between that just pops off. And yeah, also the other thing is the middle carb has a roller that rolls on this choke, so I didn't have to do any adjustments for that, or I didn't have to take that off at all. So there's the roller there. And then when you get them apart, so really the only orifices that I see are, this is your high-speed orifice, and all the other ones were clean, but this one is totally shot. This was the bottom carb. So end of the line kind of makes sense. There's been a lot of gunk in every bowl. So that's another thing that is problematic. I was definitely smelling some turpentine. But yeah, I would just say remove the lower piece. Actually, some of the screws were loose on the top carb, on the bottom and the top. I pulled the top part off on the top carb, but there was nothing really of interest in there. You've got like a needle valve here, and then there's the orifice here that can kind of be easily accessible. That's not really going to clog, but that's the one in question. And you got to, you start the boat with the throttle. You lift that lever up to put it in choke mode when you start it. So you're starting it at high idle anyway. Yeah, for the past 2 years, I've had trouble getting up to plane because I just can't. I've just got no power. And I think it's exactly this. It's the third carb, high-speed jet, totally gunked up there. So it's worth a shot just to, it was about, 10 minutes to take these carbs off. You need kind of like a long star bit. I'm just using a 27. I think there are 30s, but I don't have a 30 and 1/4 inch, so just be careful taking them off. Don't strip them. And yeah, just clip the fuel line, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean that orifice. That's the high-speed one. Kind of strange carbs. They're just not super. They just don't make a lot of sense. There's just like a lot of passages and stuff, but reasonably serviceable. I like that. Just kind of like 2 bolts and they come off. But actually, yeah, definitely check the tightness of that top carb screws, top and bottom. They were all loose. I don't know if someone tried to service these in the past or they just vibrated because that's the top carb, but maybe we were getting some air, unmetered air, a little lean condition happening there with some loose ones on top. So, but I would definitely just take the bottom bowl off, if nothing else. Inspect that lower jet, which is your high-speed jet orifice, and take it from there. Beyond that, there's not a whole lot. It looks like that the carb body then is kind of really the only thing beyond that, because once you take that jet out, beyond this, it looks like there's another orifice underneath there that then feeds up into the sprayer, which is that guy, which is you can kind of see it better when you take this off. Or I'll open the throttle valve for you. You can kind of see that's the you know, the fuel's coming out of there, high speed. Otherwise, low speed's probably coming out like those top or bottom orifices, which seemed like they were fine. While I bend the bowl while I'm talking. All right, good luck out there.